Well, hello there and welcome back to the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel, where today I'll be cracking through all of the news that have come out today, because we're on the 3rd of January now, so that means we're deep into the January transfer window and all of the rumours, news, speculation that comes with it for being a Hull City fan. So there's plenty to crack into. 3 key points and then a few extra little topics to discuss. So let's start with the first one, which is a huge one that I did not see coming. So if you didn't check out my video yesterday, go and check that out after this video, where I just basically explained everything that Hull City need to do coming into the January transfer window, who they need to pick up, what kind of players they need to pick up, and then also a couple of possible players that are available to Hull City for them to pick up. I thought my goalkeeper claim in that video was a little bit outrageous. You guys said that it wasn't too much, but I think this goalkeeper shout is a little bit more realistic than the Manchester United backup goalkeeper. And that is Bartolomej, that's definitely pronounced his first name, I'm very sorry, Drgowski. So he is currently a backup goalkeeper for Spezia over in Austria. And he's a fantastic goalkeeper. He's played 14 games this season, 22 goals conceded, 3 clean sheets. Not too shabby. He's a decent goalkeeper. He's basically just fallen out of favour with the manager over at the club. Is now the backup goalkeeper. A £1.1 million wage bill seems to be too much on the club, so he's looking likely to leave. The only problem is Leeds United are interested in him as well. It seems to be us two are the two clubs going after him, just to back up the point that Leeds United seem to want the same goalkeeper that we always want. You look at Carl Darlow, I mean, he's bench fodder for Leeds. So then what will Drągowski be for Leeds? Will he be a third keeper, but then that's an extraordinary high wage bill for a third keeper? Who knows whether they're trying to get rid of Darlow? I'm not too sure, because Darlow is a possible shout for us to pick up. So I think that this could possibly be a nice deal for Hull City. Get Drgowski in, probably offload Matt Ingram to another championship club, maybe a League One side. Free up that spot there with Matt Ingram, because he's not really in favour over at Alsop. And I think that'll be a win-win situation for both Hull and then Spezia. They'll get rid of their man who's taking up a huge chunk of the wage bill. So I think it's a win-win. We'll keep up to date on that one. Hull City and Swansea City have apparently sent scouts to go and watch this League One star, and that League One star is Dion Charles. Now, if you watched my videos back in the summer transfer window, you may know that Dion Charles has been on Hull City's radar already. Not too sure on what happened with that deal over in the summer window, but it seems like that Hull City want to pick this man up yet again. So he's had a fantastic sort of little rise. Surprised the club didn't pick him up when he was at Accrington Stanley. I think he's now at Bolton, doing quite nicely there. So it seems like a perfect sort of collection for us. Probably will spend a little bit of time in the academy to sort of strengthen himself up to the standard of championship, high-end championship football being that. And we could see maybe another little, more of a high-profile Harry Vaughan case on our hands. Be interesting. Agent Aaron Connolly now. Aye. Him and Scott Twine went to the Ali Pali last night to go and watch the semi-finals of the World Darts Championship. I'm not going to talk about the darts, but I am going to talk about Agent Aaron Connolly. I think he's doing a little bit of work there to try and get Scott Twine in on that permanent deal from Burnley, because obviously the reports are coming out. Burnley want to get rid of Scott Twine. 2.5 million is what they're asking. Both us and Bristol City are interested. So we'll keep up to date on that one, but it looks a bit more likely that Scott Twine will try and stay in East Yorkshire. Another transfer in that looks likely to happen. Hull City are one of many clubs interested in striker Lawrence Shankland, who is currently playing for Hearts over in Scotland. There is also other clubs interested, so it's looking a little bit less likely concerned to other rumours that we have been getting. But it would be quite a nice collection for Hull City. He's brilliant with his feet, brilliant in the air. He's known for his headers. And you can imagine him as probably a swap out for Liam Delap if you want to do that. Or you could use him as sort of the other striker to Liam Delap. You can phrase it in many ways for Rosinia. But some of the clubs that are interested are Crystal Palace, Everton, Celtic and Sheffield United. You're looking at 4 clubs there. Three. Sheffield United aren't quite that big, but you're looking at 3 big clubs there. One that's the top club in Scotland, and then the other 2 are good mid-table style Premier League sides at the moment. So whether he signs with Hull, whether he signs with one of them, we don't know. Whether he stays at Hearts, who knows? So I'll keep up to date on that one as well, but reports coming out today on that front. Before we crack into the last little bit of transfer news, that is Billy Sharp looks likely to make his debut for Hull City against Birmingham on Saturday in the FA Cup. So I will be there at the game. I'll be in the North Stand for a change. Got me tickets for the North Stand, so stay tuned for my vlog for that one because it should be a quite nice one. And hopefully we can actually make out of the third round, but more on that in videos to come. Billy Sharp looks more likely to make a start here than appearance off the bench. Rosenia coming out saying that he has faith in Billy Sharp. He's brought him to the club for a reason, and basically he's basically said that he's in the starting 11. That's all you need to know. And then before we go into the last transfer in news, Ruben Vinagre. I talked about it in yesterday's video. I said Vinagre looking likely to depart, and I thought that just based on my personal opinion. It seems like that opinion wasn't too far from the truth, as many more people are coming out saying that Vinagre is looking likely to leave. 2 bouts of injury which haven't helped his case, but he's played all right for us. I mean, you look back at the Leicester games and the Middlesbrough game, 2 worthy of note, and his performance in both of them were cracking. It's one of them unfortunate situations, similar to Tete last season, one of them unfortunate situations where injury gets the better of a player at the club. I'll talk a little bit about the tickets that have come out for Sunderland away that are like 40 quid each, which I think is ridiculous. So you won't expect many to go, I don't think, on a Friday evening. 40 quid plus tickets. It's a little bit outrageous. So last little bit of news. It looks like this will be a bit of news for the academy, but the news headline caught my eye. The headline was, Hull City make inquiry about signing the next Jarrod Bowen. And I mean, every young player who comes into Hull City is labelled as the next Jarrod Bowen. You look at Philogene, you look at Harry Vaughan, you look at Henry Sandat when he was signed. Everyone put, it's the next Jarrod Bowen, it's the next Jarrod Bowen, it's the next Jarrod Bowen. Well, apparently this one is. This is coming straight out of Footballer Insider. And the non-league sensation Jordan Thomas looks to join Hull City as some EFL scouts have been watching him during the first part of this season. Hull City being some of them scouts, and Hull City looking like the favourites to sign him. This is probably due in part to the fantastic work that Rosenia and the entire backroom staff at Hull City have done with working with young talents that they've brought in from other clubs. Younger talents, and really shaping them. You look at Harry Vaughan, you look at Philogene, I understand he was from a Premier League club at the time, but then you look at the entire academy, Henry Sandat, now Matty Jacobs, who was been at the club since the age of 9, but he's made a senior debut, and was quite a nice debut alongside that. You look at all the different academy lads that we've brought in really since Rosenia has taken over, and him and the backroom staff have really shaped them into better footballers than what they signed as, and then obviously that promise of Hull City in the playoff race. Could it mean that he could get a bit of time in the Premier League? So it appeals to younger footballers. So Jordan Thomas, the Bath City winger, looks likely to come to Hull City on an academy deal, but who knows where that might lead for the next Jarrod Bowen. So that's it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, as you certainly don't want to miss any more news coming into this January transfer window. I mean, it's the 3rd of January and we've already got this so far. So make sure you like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitter to get a live up-to-date news on everything Hull City, and up the Tigers!